With Eddie Howe on the market to evolve Newcastle United, the target is Joao Pedro. So after some intriguing reports, today we'll break down the truth about Newcastle's potential offer, discuss the meetings behind the scenes over a Marc Guehi alternative, reveal the reason why Newcastle had a slow start in the transfer window. We'll also reveal why this could be Osula's season. As per, join us as we'll break it all down.
Let's go!
So as the transfer window reopened yesterday, Newcastle United finds itself in a somewhat surprising predicament. The club has yet to make a first-team signing, leaving many fans shocked and disappointed. In reality, however, it's not entirely unexpected. Despite the urgent calls from manager Eddie Howe for swift action, Newcastle's track record in the transfer market since the public investment fund-backed takeover has been anything but rapid. Given this history, it would be naive to think that the pace will suddenly change this year. Moreover, an important factor complicating matters is the timing of the PSR reporting year. This cycle doesn't officially reset until the beginning of July, which adds another layer of complexity to the transfer dealings. Clubs are keen to make their acquisitions after July 1st to align with the new financial reporting cycle. For Newcastle, this timing is particularly strategic, as they will see a £70 million loss drop off their accounts at that time, making it financially sensible to wait. Despite this sluggish start, there are whispers of potential movement on the transfer front. Luke Edwards of The Telegraph has reported that Newcastle is on the verge of opening talks with Brighton and Hove Albion regarding the signing of Joao Pedro. While this might seem like a minor development, it's a glimmer of hope amidst the slow-moving transfer market. Edwards expresses a growing confidence that a deal can be reached, but it's important to note that Newcastle values Joao Pedro at around £60 million. Given Brighton's usual approach, we can expect them to include the standard Saudi tax on top of that figure, complicating negotiations further. Reactions among Newcastle fans to the potential signing of Joao Pedro have been mixed. Some supporters are genuinely excited about the prospect of adding the young forward to the squad. Conversely, others have been quick to downplay his abilities, pointing out that a significant portion of his goals have come from penalty kicks. However, there's a strong belief that with Eddie Howe at the helm, Joao Pedro could reach new heights. Howe has a proven track record of enhancing player performances. He turned Jacob Murphy into a standout player and transformed Joelinton into a Brazil international. It's not far-fetched to suggest that Pedro could challenge Alexander Isak for a starting position in the future, especially under Howe's guidance. However, the benefit is that Joao Pedro can play in many positions. Other reports actually claim that he is willing to be the solution on the right. While some may view this as hyperbole, it's also grounded in reality. Eddie Howe has demonstrated time and again that he has the Midas touch when it comes to player development, and many fans are hopeful that Joao Pedro could be the next success story in his coaching repertoire. As discussions progress, the excitement surrounding potential signings continues to build, and fans remain eager for tangible action in the transfer market. But at £60 million, do you think he's what we need? However, transfer journalist Graham Bailey has also revealed that the Magpies have engaged in talks with representatives of another long-term target, further broadening their options. Marc Guehi remains Eddie Howe's primary choice for a new centre-back this summer, a pursuit that began last year when the club missed out on the Crystal Palace defender. However, Newcastle's interest doesn't stop at Guehi. They have been monitoring other defensive talents, and that trend continues into this transfer window. One player who has caught Newcastle's attention is Ousmane Diomande of Sporting CP. The club expressed strong interest in the Ivorian last year, and according to Bailey, Newcastle has continued to keep tabs on him, with the 21-year-old impressing their scouting team on multiple occasions. Bailey shared insights with Geordie Boot Boys, stating, "Newcastle have been doing work on Diomande since last year. He has impressed their scouting team on numerous occasions. They have been spoken to and he is very much on their radar, I can confirm that. Diomande's people are working on potential options and Newcastle have been spoken to." With Diomande's representatives actively exploring potential options, it's clear that Newcastle is keen to explore this avenue further. Newcastle's admiration for Diomande is well established, but they are not alone in their pursuit. Other clubs are beginning to show interest, which adds an element of urgency to Newcastle's potential move. Surprisingly, Manchester United has yet to make a move, especially considering the praise from their boss, Ruben Amorim, who previously coached Diomande at Sporting. Amorim noted. Diomande plays with both feet and is very physically strong. He is a very talented player, and most people don't know how many clubs were after him. The truth is that we managed to get him because we took a risk by telling the kids that they're coming to play for the first team. He's got a lot of scope for progression. If a player possesses significant potential for development, few coaches are better suited to unlock that talent than Eddie Howe. His track record of improving players is well documented, making Diomande a tantalizing prospect for Newcastle. While the interest in Guehi remains a priority for the club, the possibility of securing Diomande could offer an exciting alternative that enhances their defensive options. As the transfer window unfolds, Newcastle fans will be eager to see how these negotiations develop and whether the club can secure the talents of either Guehi or Diomande, or perhaps both, to strengthen their squad for the upcoming season. Then, despite limited starts in the Premier League this season, William Osula has made a significant impact during his cameo appearances. He scored a crucial first Premier League goal with a towering header against Ipswich, and followed it up with a well-taken strike in the FA Cup against Bromley. These flashes of brilliance have only fueled the excitement of the Toon army, eager to see more from this promising talent. Osula's international performances this summer have truly showcased his potential. Currently tearing it up at the UEFA Euro Under-21 Championships, he has been in sensational form for Denmark. With 3 goals and 1 assist so far, he's establishing himself as a potent force for his national team, displaying the clinical edge that Newcastle fans hope to see consistently. His heroics on the international stage have reinforced the belief that the club has discovered a genuine gem. The last few days have been particularly remarkable for Osula. In Denmark's opening group game at the Under-21 Euro finals, the team found themselves trailing against Ukraine. Coming off the bench, Osula turned the game around with a brilliant performance. He assisted the equalizer in the 81st minute and then scored a dramatic late winner just 4 minutes later. This stellar display earned him a starting spot in the following match against Holland. Against a dominant Dutch side, which took an early lead via an own goal, Denmark faced an uphill battle. Holland controlled the game, boasting 63% possession and 28 shots. But thanks to Osula's efforts, Denmark managed to secure a crucial victory. He scored 2 goals, leading his team to an unlikely win. With this victory, Denmark advanced to the quarter-finals, winning their group with a game to spare. Osula and his teammates are set to face the runners-up of Group C in the quarter-finals on Sunday, June 22nd. They could potentially meet Portugal, France, or Georgia, all teams separated by just 1 point heading into their final group games. Meanwhile, Tyno is also making waves in the tournament. Playing left-back, he earned a 7.6 match rating in England's 3-1 victory over the Czech Republic, contributing an assist. In the subsequent draw with Slovenia, he maintained impressive form with a 7.4 rating. The consensus within Newcastle United is that Osula's development is a gradual process, but the signs are incredibly positive. With European football on the horizon next season, he is likely to receive more opportunities to continue his impressive trajectory. His enthusiasm, drive, and undeniable talent suggest that Will Osula is on the cusp of becoming a major player for Newcastle United. Historically, new signings at Newcastle often take time to adapt, with players like Hall, Gordon, and Livramento shining in their second season. This could very well be the year for Osula to emerge as a key figure in the squad. As he continues to impress both domestically and internationally, every Geordie will be eagerly watching his exciting journey unfold. And then finally, I'll be posting some exciting content on our second channel soon. If you don't want to miss out, click the icon link on screen now.